Okay, we are live on YouTube as well. Hello, Sumaya, and welcome, Shah Jahan. Okay. Okay. Now I learned it how to go. Mariam, you are around?
Hello.
Hello, Mariam. I managed to go online. Now we are online on a YouTube and a Facebook. So I will share that link with everyone. If you want to share with anyone, you are
Okay,
more
sir.
than welcome.
Okay.
And you look amazing.
बाद में इसका लाइट को बेटा बंद करके देखो थोड़ा सा नहीं इसको ऑन करना पड़ेगा So, sir, can we start now? Or we are waiting for, like, we have 10 minutes still with the...
This 10-minute was for technical support, which we already managed to done it. So now we are live.
Okay.
And while we are waiting, I just want to introduce the Ruxana Aslam. She is one of my Bristol City Fellow. And
Okay.
she's a wonderful woman and active in the local issues. She's very active. And after this Zoom meeting, we will have a personal Zoom meeting with her. I will introduce you with you and the rest of IHRM team. She will be part of IHRM. Roxana?
Oh, hello. Hello. Nice to meet you all. I'm just about to drive, so I've just taken... Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Registration की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं, आप just join enter करें और आप join हो जाएंगे आप.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, hello. I'm just about to drive. Nice to meet you all. I'm just going to keep myself on mute, and I should be home in about, say, 15 minutes, but I can hear you all. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, Sister Tehreen Dar.
Tahira Dar.
Okay, Tahira Dar. Is Sister Shanaz Dar ID from the Tahira Dar or someone else? If Sister Shanaz Dar, are you listening? I can't see properly, sorry. Mariam, can you use that facility? We can put everyone on a mute when they join rather than they start speaking in a conference. I think we have option.
Sir, I don't have any admin, thoughts because.
You're not admin. I make you admin.
Okay, let me check. Let me check.
Yeah, you are admin. Yes, you are admin. Can please, Rana Shehbaz, can you put on mute? I think we need to. Okay. I done last time. Okay. Mute all. Okay. Okay, no, everyone is mute. Only admin will allow to speak anyone. You need to unmute yourself, Mariam or Abdul, and any of the host. You need to unmute yourself to speak because all the member will be a mute. Abdul Malik, can you unmute yourself? Yes, that's right. Raja Mudassar, this is your responsibility to allow all the members to join the meeting, please. So can you focus on that?
Yes, sir. I am allowing.
Okay. All right. And while if someone not speaking, they can put their mic on a mute. I think Abdul Malik or Ali Riza. Okay, I think we still have 5 minutes. Assalamu alaikum. Is Muhammad? Yeah, Muhammad is Bishara from Geneva. Can you just ask Brother Abdul Salam if he's available to come to the conference, because I put him as an observer, or any OIC person? Yeah, we are live. No, I already shared the link with Brother Abdul Salam. All right, amazing. Bye-bye. Dr. Tamara, I make you the co-host as well. So
Yes, good evening, everyone. Good morning, my time. So,
Good evening, ma'am.
yeah, I was trying to talk, but it was on mute. So it's around 25 participants so far.
Yes, ma'am. I think so. We can start now.
Yeah, just give other 3 minutes. So
Okay,
we are
sir.
not,
Okay, sir.
you know, it is 5 minutes. Is not that punctual anyway. Welcome, Arif Khan, our executive director from IHRM Bristol. I unmute your mic. Please unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Walaikum salam.
We will start in 2 minutes. And while we start, hi Deborah, let me unmute you.
Thank you.
Let me introduce Deborah. Deborah is from our city, Bristol. We just was in a local election, but somehow we didn't make it because we are supposed to deliver our exercise and our energy in IHRM. That's why we didn't win our election. Anyway, Deborah, you've done fantastic work.
Thank you.
Election campaign. Hope we will learn amazing skills from you. Sorry if I don't mention any other friends, because in my screen I can only see a few people, but rest or on a second screen and a third screen. Welcome, John. And if anyone want mic after when we start, please raise your hand. There are few protocol we have to understand. One, please do not sit on a bed. If you are in a sleeping position, don't switch on your camera. This is just a request. Or if you're smoking or if you're eating, don't switch on your camera. That's not something which is very nice. But I believe my Secretary General and host for the event, Mariam Khan, will manage to tell you the rule and regulation for conference. Mariam Khan, we can start now if you want.
Okay, sir.
Go ahead.
Dr. Tamara requesting for unmute herself. So this can be from your side?
No, it is on mute.
Okay.
Let me see.
Because I'm saying in the chat that she's requesting for unmute her.
No, she's unmute. Let me see from my end. I am, hold a minute, Dr. Tamara. Okay. Ask, unmute.
A lot of members are arriving.
Dr. Tamara, are you unmute now?
No.
You are.
Can
That's
we,
why I can listen
we can
you.
wait for
We
2
can
or
hear
3
you,
minutes.
ma'am.
Yes, it was again mute, and
Yes.
I just not chat to unmute me, but
A lot of members are joining.
You don't need to speak, Madassa. You can just adding them. This is your responsibility. So it is open link. So we are expecting 50, 60 people. So don't worry. Mariam?
Yes, sir.
Let's start.
Okay. So, Assalamu alaikum, good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone. Welcome you all in a very, very serious sort of meeting regarding the Palestine issue. And I think so all members which have joined and which are in process of joining this meeting are coming to discuss the seriousness of the issue and how can we highlight, how can we analyze the previous background of this issue, how can we set our way forward to protect these people in future as well. So the whole meeting is based on 3 major components today, which the core committee decided 3-4 days before that we are going to focus 3 major issues in this meeting. Number one, we are going to highlight the whole previous work which I've done for the Palestine issue, number one. And number two, we are going to analyze in-depth situation of Palestine currently. So this is the second topic for the discussion, for the speakers, and for the all observers. So the third, which we are going to cover, that the general background and the way forward from this platform for the Palestine issue. And second, the major part of this meeting today is the planning for the protest, which we are going to arrange across the globe from this platform, and so many other organizations which we are going to invite them to discuss this issue and discuss the different suggestions, feedback, and we can incorporate all kind of suggestions from our participants about the protest for this Palestine issue. So for today's meeting, this is a planning meeting as well for the larger protest across the globe, and also we are going to highlight the seriousness and the condition of Palestine currently. So I would like to request my Chairperson, International Human Rights, very respected Dr. Tamara Umar. She will start today's meeting by her own words, and then we will move forward. So, Dr. Tamara, mic is over to you.
Just 1 minute before that, we need to give the mic to Arif Khan for a pray. I think.
Okay, sir.
Necessary.
Okay. So, Sir Arif Khan, we are going to request you to facilitate us for the prayer before start this meeting.
Just a little verse from the Quran then. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Qul a'udhu birabbin nas, malikin nas, ilahin nas, min sharril waswasil khannas, allazi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas, min al-jinnati wan nas. Sadaqallahul azim.
Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome.
So I would like to request Dr. Tamara to start this meeting with your words.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As a Peace and Goodwill Ambassador and President of IHRM, International Human Rights Movement, it's my pleasure today to inaugurate this conference, which will discuss the history, background, and the current Palestinian situation. We are all witness what's happening so far. Palestine is a small region of land that has played a prominent role in the ancient and modern history of the Middle East. The history of Palestine has been marked by frequent political conflict and violent land seizures because of its importance to several major world religions, and because Palestine sites as its valuable geographic crossroads between Africa and Asia. So today, I'm going to talk about the importance of Palestine, the background, and what's happening so far. What's the reasons of the situation? Today, Palestine theoretically includes the West Bank as a territory that sites between modern-day Israel and Jordan, and the Gaza Strip, which borders modern-day Israel and Egypt. However, control over this region is a complex and evolving situation. There is no international consequence concerning the borders, and many areas claimed by Palestinians have been occupied by Israelis for years. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is an ongoing violent struggle between Israelis and Palestinians. Various attempts have been made to resolve the conflicts as part of the Palestinian-Israeli peace process. It has been referred to as the world's most interactable conflict, with the ongoing Israeli occupation of the West Bank and the Gaza Strip reaching 54 years and even more. Public declarations of claims to a Jewish homeland in Palestine, including the 1897 First Zionist Congress and the 1917 Balfour Declaration, created early tension in the region. At the time, the region had a small minority Jewish population. This minority was really small, although this was going via significant Jewish immigration. Following the implementation of the Mandate for Palestine, which included a binding obligation on the British government for the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people, the tension grew into sectarian conflict between Jews and Arabs. Attempts to solve the early conflict culminated in the 1947 United Nations Partition Plan for Palestinian and Jewish between the 1947 and 1949 Palestinian War, marking the start of the wider Arab-Israeli conflict. The current Israeli-Palestinian status began following Israeli military occupation of the Palestinian territories in the 1967, which is the Six-Day War. By this, I gave you a full background about the sequence of the situation and how the Jewish came to Palestine. Despite a long-term peace process, Israelis and Palestinians have failed to reach a final peace agreement. Progress was made towards a two-state situation, and many solutions between the 1993 and 1995, which is Oslo Accords. But today, the Palestinians remain subject to Israeli military occupation in the Gaza Strip and in 165 islands across the West Bank. Key issues that have stalled further progress are security, borders, water rights, control of Jerusalem, Israeli settlements, Palestinian freedom of movement, and Palestinian right of return. The violence of the conflict in a region rich in sites of historical, cultural, and religious interests worldwide has been the subject of numerous international conferences dealing with historic rights, security issues, and human rights. Many attempts here have been made to broker a two-state solution involving the creation of an independent Palestinian state alongside the state of all Israeli component after Israel's establishment in 1948. In 2007, the majority of both Israelis and Palestinians, according to a number of polls, preferred the two-state solution over any other solution as a means of resolving the conflict. In 2007, the majority of both Palestinians and Israelis, according to a number of polls, preferred the two-state solution officially in front of the whole world. Within Palestinian and Israeli society, the conflict generates a wide variety of views and opinions. This highlights the deep divisions which exist not only between Palestinians and Israelis, but also within each society. A hallmark of the conflict has been the level of violence witnessed for virtually its entire duration. Fighting has been conducted by regular armies, paramilitary groups, terror cells, and individuals. How serious is the most recent flare-up in the conflict? By this, we came to the current situation and how serious it is, the sequence, and what's the action that should be taken. We are here today to discuss the current Palestinian situation, the further steps, and what's happening, readings, sequences, and the actions that needs to be taken. It's extremely serious, partly because it's taking place in several fronts at once. Israeli police actions against Palestinians protesting, home evictions or praying, at the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem, cross borders fighting between Israeli and Palestinian armed groups in Gaza, march from Jordan on the West Bank border, and violence in Israel's mixed cities, towns with significant numbers of Jewish and Palestinian citizens. Combined, these confrontations are well on their way to becoming one of the worst spams in the recent history of the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. Dozens of people have been killed, including women and children, in the worst fighting between Palestine and Israel, which is started between the groups between Gaza and Israel, starting from the 2014. Dozens were injured as rocket attacks. Nowadays, the violence has been accompanied by widespread unrest as Palestinians protest the Gaza killings, including police brutality, and the pending evictions of Palestinian families in East Jerusalem by Israeli cells. And the Joe Biden administration urged the de-escalation as soon as possible. Also, the UN Security Council is planning to hold a second emergency meeting on the situation today. Our meeting today is to discuss the current Palestinian situation again and the expected solutions, discussing our next conference plan, which will be mostly next week, and also to discuss the appropriate action and the action that should be taken on the side of Palestinian. Thank you all, and I hope that we will come up with the best plans for the next coming up era. Thanks.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your powerful speech, and you very seriously highlight the all issues, background, and the seriousness of this issue. And I think so with your words, everyone in the meeting can have a certain guidelines for the discussion that what we are going exactly to cover today. So I'm going to request our chairperson, our president, Dr. Rana Bisharat. He's the head of the organization as well. And also he's joining this meeting today to highlight the IRHM background related to the Palestine issue, that how long this organization is working on this issue, what sort of results they got with their talk, with their events, with their protests, with their every standings in different countries, different events. So I would like to request Rana Bisharat kindly share with the audience, because we are live with so many places right now. So share the international human rights work regarding Palestine. And Mike is over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariam Khan and Dr. Tamara, for a wonderful opening. Right now, I'm a multitask man. I'm allowing people to take part in a participation in a conference. I'm texting my observer. I'm doing many things. So that's why my focus will be divided in a different part as well. As Dr. Tamara, our president, delivered the wonderful background about Palestine, and mostly people around the world, and especially in this Zoom conference, they are aware of the situation, because the situation of Palestine is long-standing from last 73 years, similar like from the Kashmir issue. Day before yesterday, I was in a OIC conference as an observer. They approved, so they will do something for Palestine. I don't know what they will do, other than doing a praying or doing a conference or doing a wasting time for a Muslims countries. They've done nothing so far. This is one thing. And second thing, today meeting is the main focus for three things. Today agenda where I need to engage all of you. I need all of you to participate. Don't be worried that you are just joining today. This is your first time. We held the conference before under the name of Time for Change. You can see this is our slogan for next 3 years. Under the Time for Change Conference 2021, we will plan to hold the conference for Kashmir, Palestine, Burma, Syria, Myanmar, and any other issue which is linked to the human rights or which linked to the common people. So this is our second meeting. If you want to follow up from our first meeting, what we done in our first meeting, the hashtag you need to write down. Our colleague will share in a chat as well. It is TFC 21. It was the 1st of April this year, where with the help of more than 40 countries and hundreds of members take the part, and where we decide that we will do something practically for Uyghur Muslim. So that's a long story, but if you want to understand the background, so you can just Google it, TFC 21, or search it on a Facebook or on our website page, which is ihrmworld.com. And second thing, we are organization. Just I will give you the little background though of our organization. Our organization, we are not a charity organization. We are not a welfare organization. We are not funding by any government or non-government sector. We do not apply even a single pen from the public domain. So we are totally run by the volunteers. We are working around 57 countries, more than 27,000 members registered with us. They all are volunteer force, and we are legally registered in 8 countries, including UK, Philippines, and other parts of the world. Right this moment, while we are in a Zoom meeting, our team member volunteer, they are working physically in Myanmar, Bangladesh Refugee Center, and Syria. That's the 3 parts where we are working. But because we was banned and we was not allowed to work in India by the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi about 3 months back. So we are working in India, but not as an organization, but our team member and our volunteer, they are helping during the COVID-19, and we all are our well-wisher for India and for a speedy recovery. And all of you as individual or as an organization, if they want to help in Indian cause, please come forward and provide your help and your expertise or any services you can offer. And third, we are not, this is one thing you have to understand, people with us from from Philippines, Canada, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, different political party, different organization, and different background. We are not here to promote our organization. That is not our agenda. We never put our organization in a front. We always put the cause in a front. Our main target to relieve and relax and give the maximum relief to the people who deserve our voice, who deserve our help, who deserve we can do something for them. We all are amazing people. You know, after the COVID-19, we learn new skills where we lost so many loved ones, we lost so many business, so many life, but same thing when some bad things come, there is some good thing turn up as well. After the COVID-19, we learn how to use the internet in a positive direction, how to organize these conferences and make the huge impact. That's a great example by ourselves. We will not put example from left or right, but we will put example from our IHRM background. In 1st of April, we deliver I think the first and ever international conference for Uyghur Muslim. So that is a positive use for internet. That's a positive use for Zoom and new skills. People like me, if I switch off my virtual background, you will see my coat and my jacket are hanging behind me. I'm not having any office, or none of us in our team member, we have an office that is apart from whether we are more than 27,000 volunteers working around the world. And none of us is paid member. Our teamwork from hosting team like Arif Khan and Dr. Mariam and all these people, they are spending money in their own pocket. They are spending time from their own pocket. We are open. We are open for everyone. If anyone want to join or anyone want to join as an organization, want to join as an individual or want to join as a leadership role, you are more than welcome to join. This is not an organization where it's a long, lengthy procedure. If you are a good, if you have a skills, if you have a feeling, we are here to promote you as a leader. We are here to promote you, give you our full backup if you have passion to work for humanity. We are non-political, but we are not separate from the politics. We are totally independent in our own. I am from the Labour Party, Arif Khan from the Labour Party. I can see the brother Fahim Malik. He have a PTI logo in background. This is Pakistani political party, and many of our friends might be there from the different organizations. But when we are together, we are just for humanity. I just want to recall my own thing. I was in Islamabad in 2019. During my lecture, one of the students asked me, "Sir, I like your lecture. You done a wonderful speech, but what is the one thing that we can be united?" It was before the COVID-19. You know what was my answer? I said, yes, we can unite it on one thing. That's not a religion. That's not a culture. That's not a language. That's not a same food we share, with same city we live, even in the same house. That's nothing can make us united. But the one thing, that one thing make us united is fear of our life. The fear. I said, if someone come outside holding a gun or holding a bomb, he's saying, whoever is in this room, whoever in this Zoom conference, I will kill everyone. Without the second thought, we will be gather against that person. We will try to save us. We will forget, I'm a white, you are black, he's brown, he's my ex-wife, he's my ex-friend, he's my worst enemy. But to save our life, we will become united. That's exactly after 3 months, we are still witnessing right now. During the COVID-19, we was silent. We was united to fight against the COVID-19. We was helping each other how to save ourselves from the COVID-19, how to bring the medicine about the COVID-19, what we can do as a community, what we can do as a United Nation. This is what called the humanity. In this platform, I don't want to repeat it again. You can contact any of us. The simple thing, you can go on ihrmworld.com, register yourself, and in the next few days, you will be in a leading position if you have a aim, if you have a target, if you have passion to work for humanity. We will not ask you to withdraw your politically affiliation. We will not ask you pay the donation. We will never ever ask any donation in entire 17 years. We are running from almost 17 years, but on a practical ground, we are working in Pakistan from last many years. From, I think, Arif Khan is more than 4 years we are in Bristol. We done fantastic job. We held the biggest ever protest for a Myanmar in London within 7 days, all help of the team of Bristol. My team, all my sister Shanaz Dar and Deborah and Arif Khan and all other members from Bristol, I can see other member as well. We don't have any office. We meet on a cup of coffee, we meet on a street, we meet in a virtual, we discuss over the phone. Sometimes we hire the office from the sister Shanaz Dar. She have an office for Pakistan Welfare Society. So where we start, that's how we start. Even till today, we have only one virtual office that's based in Geneva. That's just for our address. So you all are welcome. And second issue about the Palestine, why we are together today. Let's come on topic. This is 3 things you have to take a pen and paper or put in your mind. First thing, how we can help the Palestine issue. We do not want to waste time. We do not want to repeat the same exercise, which is turn up in the end, nothing results. We do not want to do this. Okay, the one thing. Second, what different we can do? Either we follow the crowd, they are doing the same thing, or even we do something different to bring this issue on international platform, on the platform where this can be solved. In 2017, I think in a Bristol, we done biggest protest ever in a Bristol history, even in a Southwest history for Palestine. It was raining, it was very cold, but we get about 6,000 to 7,000 people to join us. We all are witness. It is just done by you. So third things, that's the main point. We need your help. Forget how strong you are. I tell you my own story. We do not have office, no funding, only mobile and internet, and very low level of English as well. But we are struggling, we are fighting, we are doing our best, regardless what we will achieve. This is my strong belief. This is my religion as well, this is my belief as well. When we put ourselves to do something, we achieve. That's what we've done in last many years. So third thing which we want, we have a member in this Zoom from Nigeria, from Misr, I can say Sumaya, all these members from Palestine, from Canada, from America. We are working in 57 countries. Let's come forward, put yourself that I will do the protest in a Misr, I will do protest in a Kenya, I will do protest in a Philippines, I will do protest, or I will do anything. But we need a one day, one united day, same days, we want to do the protest. And the second thing, what we can do in United Nations, let's put yourself, I will give you a platform in a United Nations. I will give you a platform for OIC. Forget that you joining today, forget you are a new member. Even you don't want to join, don't worry. Bring your party, bring your PTI, bring your Labour Party, bring your Conservative Party, bring your Pakistani Muslim League, bring your own organization, even create the organization today. Bring yourself forward. We will help you, because our aim is not to achieve popular membership or doing anything for our organization. Our aim, trust me, this is I'm speaking from my heart. People who know me, they know me very well. I just want to come up to solve this problem. Even if you think you can lead us, lead the IHRM. We are here. We have an example, the Mariam Khan, about a few days ago, she was just a member. No, she's the second most powerful lady in our organization. She's the Secretary General, the same thing, the Dr. Tamara. She's our president. Why? Because the people, they want to do the work for us. They want to lead us. They have a ability. So we want to listen, everyone. We have 3 speakers from our end. After me, there will be Arif Khan. He's our executive director for IHRM. Then I think the Mariam have a list. But don't leave this conference. Don't leave unless you achieve something. We are available 24 hours on a telephone call. We are not a protocol people. You can approach us by any time to ask if you want to do a single thing. I will tell you one thing before we finish. My Bristol team know. I think we never ever put IHRM banner in any protest. Shinazra, you are a witness for this. Can you raise your hand? We never promote our poster. Arif Khan is here. I think I can see many people from Bristol. We never put our organization in the front. That's not what we want. We want to lead the people. We want cause. I have my colleague friend Deborah. She's my neighbor, but when she was in running the election, I was with her day and night. The day election finished, I think this is the first time we are meeting again. So because we was gathered for a cause, regardless what we will achieve or not. You all are fantastic people. Last thing and finish. In our holy book, in a Quran, I will love to offer you, all of you, to read it. It is just as a book, forget about that as a religion book, just as a book. In our holy book, Allah said, I create millions of creations. I create millions of different things, but the man is my best creation. Look at who is saying that you are amazing. The Allah saying you are amazing. The why Allah saying you are amazing? Because Allah create from human life. He create Adam from human. He create a Musa from human. He create a Muhammad from Isa from human. He create Jesus from human. These are the people who make the history, who are making the history right now. Even still in a modern world, we have Mahathir Muhammad. We have Mahatma Gandhi, we have a Qaid-e-Azam, we have a Napoleon, we have a Hitler. You can name it. Might be we can differ or we can disagree with their struggle or their political scenario, but they achieve something, negative or positive. That is the power for common people. Last thing, one person, there is only one person in the entire world who crossed the Niagara Fall without oxygen. Right? Twice. And he is the only person ever who crossed the Niagara Fall. You know how he died? He don't die by falling down from the Niagara Fall. He died from the fruits, from orange. There was in a he was walking in a street, there was an orange. He put his feet on an orange and he fell down, he died. Sometimes Niagara Fall will not make you die, and little things makes you die. So same thing, sometimes bigger thing will not stop you, but this Zoom conference bring a new leadership from you. I need a new leadership. I need a new member from you. Don't leave us. We was not expecting the 90 people. We were expecting only 20, 30 people in this conference because this was not a conference. Let's listen to Arif Khan, then rest of the Mariam Khan. If anyone want to speak.
So we have a sequence for the speakers. So I think so. Dr. Sheikh Ramzi is waiting from so long with us, and as per the sequence, we are going to invite Sheikh Ramzi. Then we have Dr. Shamaya with us, and after Dr. Shamaya, we will invite Mr. Arif with us. So Dr. Sheikh Ramzi, you are mostly in. You joined us in our previous conference as well for the China's Uyghur Muslims, and your words are still with us, and you spoke very loudly for the support of these Muslims as well. And similarly, we are expecting your speech is going to be one of the door opening for the Palestinian Muslim as well. So thank you so much for joining us, and Mike is over to you for your speech. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. May peace and blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon you. All my brothers and sisters, I'm sorry about my throat. I've been so much chanting and so much speaking in that 4 or 5 days. 130,000 people in London, and again 5,000 and 3,000. And of course, we have been doing in Oxford as well. And the meeting goes on and on, because we have to, inshallah, as brother Rana says, we have to get a result. It's not just a chanting, it's not just shouting. We have to go and act properly and do it. Of course, we gave our thought to the government. However, two things which we have is very important to me, and of course the security of the Palestine, which I would like to tell you. But before than that, let me just give you a little bit background of myself. Just doesn't take more than a minute. 45 years ago, maybe more, Yasser Arafat, Abu Ammar talked to me, and many friends which we had at that time in the place, and he said, we need you, and Palestine need you. Since 45 years, maybe more, we are trying to help. I have been many times in the United Nations, many times in the Turkey and Syria. Syria was good at that time, and you could help. And many times in Palestine, which Mahmoud Abbas invite us. I would like to tell you one thing which put me very down, which I rejected to see the Netanyahu, and I rejected to be a friend in the Netanyahu's Facebook, but she has a big Facebook. They invite me. I just don't say anything because I know these got a consequences. However, these are very important for many years on the, if I tell you over the 30 years, I told to everyone, shall we have a two-state? When the Jewish people wanted to have a two-state, and they said, of course, the people said, Sheikh, I wasn't at the Sheikh that time, you are a traitor. Okay, I said it has to be like this. Now what we want, the Israel wanted one state, which I said always over my dead body. Two-state solution. This government is there at the United Kingdom. I talked to the Sir Earl Howe, which was the Minister of the War. He wrote to us, is 2 pages, wrote to us what we do, what the United Kingdom will do it, and of course is still pro the two-state. I talked to the Tony Blair and of course many and Jeremy Corbyn. You know, we were with Jeremy Corbyn, and of course for many years he came yesterday to Oxford to support us, our universities going against Israel apartheid and against Israel occupation. Now, what I would like to say is 2 things which it come to my mind, because again, I said 45 years I'm involved. So much going down and up. 2 things we have to see what was the root of this again coming, these things happening, killing. It is because of the we look at it, of course, some front page, you can see that cover story. But it is Netanyahu's. Is this person? This person had to get expelled, had to get goes to prison because his associated has been arrested for the what's it called, several things, losing the trust, bribery and corruption. These has been written. If you Google it, you will see this man, this evil man made this which divert all the thing from himself to stay. Evil man. We have to give him as a genocide. We have to. Somehow, we have to bring that up. This is a genocide which you do. You kill the innocent little children. 37, 38 children has been killed. Why? Because you wanted to stay on power? You criminal, man. He's a criminal, and we have to get it. That's the one which we have to work on it. This government has to realize the man. If you look at Google, you will see his associated want to be a witness of corruption of the Netanyahu. Now Netanyahu again is very high. Soon we wanted to go, sacked in a prison. Now he's high again. These are the politics which we have to look at it as well, while we are, of course, going forward. The second one is very important, my brother and sister. You have to remember, I know, of course, I've been several times in the United Nations talking. Again, I said several times, Mahmoud Abbas talked to us. We went to Palestine to talk. Several international organizations, whether it was a few years ago. However, one thing which I would like to say and stop is they are going to American people, Jewish, whatever, they are trying to bring a security of America with the security of the Israel. That means intertwine. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you intertwine, that means if one little bomb goes to for example, Gaza to Israel, or somebody says free Palestine, that's against the security of America. This is what they are trying to do. And we have to think about that, how we can bring it to the world. That's if they do that, that means we lost completely Palestine, because nobody can say anything. And if anyone goes against the security of America, the consequences. Especially we are Muslim, is very, very at the moment, unfortunately, very big. But alhamdulillah. Therefore, I would like to present this proposal. 2 things which we have to think about it properly and go. And of course, many I know, of course, I'm talking to Afzal Khan yesterday and day before yesterday, and again today about this. And Afzal Khan is one of the leader of the. He's the MP, which doing a lot for the Palestine, and of course. What's her name? Is Yasmin Qureshi, but she's leading it. That 2 or 3 leading it, and they send it to me and say what we can do and how we can do it. My brother and sister, is a very important. The issue is very important, and we should never stop. One thing Brother Rana was saying, we should never stop. It's not a hello chanting and going on and have a cup of tea and assalamu alaikum, I've done my job. 45 years I didn't get anywhere, but still I'm standing there because we're doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 45 years is not a joke. And of course, as the brother Rana knows, I'm doing it on the Uyghurs we want in the parliament and the Rohingyas and of course Kashmir and the Yemen and all. If you Google me, you will find that brother Rana knows we are working together for a number of years. He's excellent man, and he does what he does. He says he does it. That's what I am saying, is because he was trying to say, I am doing that for you. Of course, what he says he does, and his heart is very clean. Now, what we need to do, these 2 things which I said, my brothers and sisters, we have to work on it, take it, lobby it, and open it to the people to see how we can do it. But next time, Netanyahu again come and destroy the people, killing the innocent Muslims, and maybe Jews as well, because he wants to get his way, stay in the power. These are very important. We look at it. God bless you. Thank you very much. I rest my case.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sheikh Ramzi, and really big thanks for your, again, powerful words in support of Palestine. And next, I would like to request Dr. Shamaya, kindly share your words with us on the Palestine issue. And I am going to request only 2 things to my participants, especially my participants from Pakistan. Kindly once adjust your videos, because all of you which are appearing on the screen are continuously moving, because your screens are making us disturbing and all the time, because you are not settled still after even more than 1 hour of the meeting. So I would like to request Dr. Shamaya, please come on the mic and share your words with us. And after Dr. Shamaya, we are going to request our very honorable Mr. Arif, and then we will announce. So I would also have a very brief announcement that for the protest which we are going to plan today, we are going to design our media wall in terms of protest. So all local organizations, international organizations, regional organizations are more than welcome to send your logos if you want to participate in this protest from your organizations and from your platform. So we have a media wall. So we will going to put all these logos on one media wall, and on front of all these media walls, we are going to then, cater our videos and, all documentaries after this protest. And second thing, I want one volunteer in this chat box, because many people are raising their hands and they are sending some questions. So if someone can volunteer us for this chat box to answer for the participants. So these 2 announcements, and thank you so much. It's over to you, Dr. Shamaya.
Maybe later.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you. A state of panic affecting Arab and international circles following the violation committed by the Israel authorities against Palestine in recent days, which witnessed blatant attack on worshippers in Al-Aqsa Mosque. In addition to occupation plans to seize Palestinian homes in the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood in an explicit attempt to empty the holy city of its residents to change the existing legal status in all the city, within the framework of a plan to Judize it, which leads to international and regional anger. In addition to concern about what matters will result in the next stage and its repercussion on the already stalled peace process following the obstinacy of the Israel side. Perhaps the current international and regional confusion prompted the Arab League to exploit the state of momentum by holding a meeting at the level of foreign ministers last Tuesday to discuss Israel violations against the Palestinians in the current stage and to put more pressure on occupation to limit the violations committed against hundreds. The Palestinians, in light of a real desire to move forward with the peace process based on, again, I said, based on the two-state solution. There is no solution but that two-state solution, which represented the real guarantee for the establishment of the Palestinian state and the protection of the rights of the Palestinians to have their independent states on the 1967 borders by representing a unified Arab message that will mobilize the society. The International Committee is behind the international resolution based by the UN Security Council many years ago, during which the occupation authorities sought to violate them again and again. Now, that's my words. That's my questions and messages directed to the whole world so that everyone can hear them now. Where is the Security Council from all the blood? Where is the Security Council from all that blood? Where is UNICEF from the attacks on Palestinian children and the lack of safe life for them? Who funds Israel to do all this with Palestinians? Why doesn't Israel attack the infrastructures of some Palestinian organization which is it hostile to? Or is it an apparent hostility when they are partners in harming the Palestinians? And now, the whole world must see that Israel evacuate homes before the bombing. It is not good, but it is afraid of the number of victims that the world public opinion may incriminate and raise up against, so it is a professional criminal. We never forget that they launched the attack on blessed days, which are the days of the month of Ramadan. We never forget that they threw the Palestinians on the roads in the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood and settled their homes for operation and aggression. Never forget that they kill fathers and mothers in front of their children. We never forget that entire families have ended or no longer have shelter, and that now they have no roof or walls. The Palestinian mother now gathers the whole family in one room until they die together, and there is no one left of them to suffer after losing the family? What now about hunger? What now about thirst? What about human life? What about women and girls? What about a world resting on the bed and Palestinian laying in pool of blood on the sidewalks? Finally, there is no Tel Aviv. It's called Yafa. There is no Urshalim. There is called Al-Quds. There is no Israel. There is called the Palestine. The old tree in Palestine is 200 years old. How old are you, Israel? Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rana.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shamaya, and your very, very emotional speech. Yes, everyone having a lot of questions on this issue. And to address these questions and asking these questions to the different states is the objective of this meeting today. Thank you so much. I'm going to invite Mr. Arif. Kindly join us and also share your words and work regarding international human rights and Palestine's issue.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Can you hear me okay, everybody? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for all joining us today and showing solidarity. For the people of Gaza, Palestine, you must have witnessed the army and the air forces attacking the holy place, Al-Aqsa, while they were praying. It is truly shocking. We have gathered today to mourn for those that have lost their loved ones, our loved ones, innocent people, innocent children that have lost their lives, and especially not forgetting in the holy month of Ramadan, what kind of Eid al-Fitr those people must have celebrated. They only seen their loved ones lying on the floor, injured or dead. This is what we got to think about. This is the platform we have gathered together to create a solution. We can raise our voice and hopefully let the whole world know what barbaric acts are being carried out in Palestine right now. Dear brothers and sisters, I've heard you've been telling me the history, and obviously it's all about knowledge, but the virtues of Masjid al-Aqsa. This is the third holiest place in Islam, the first Qibla of Muslims, the station of Al-Isra and Al-Miraj, the miraculous journey of Muhammad, may peace be upon him, the second house of Allah built on earth, the place where hundreds of messengers of Allah are buried, the place where many companions are buried, a place where miracles were shown by Allah's will, a place where Allah himself called a blessed place, referred to directly and indirectly 70 times in the Quran, the place where angels have descended with Allah's message, the only place on earth where all the messengers of Allah prayed at the same time, led by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and peace be upon him, and the only masjid mentioned in the Holy Quran apart from the Kaaba. Now, where are these so-called United Nations? Where are these so-called Muslim organizations? I was reading a little text which came to me just a little while ago, and I must read this because it touched my heart, and I had tears in my eyes because I also have children. And the effects on children is horrendously bad. What we see on media, live media, the pictures we've seen. There was a teenager boy just committed suicide in Gaza today after tremendous war traumas, after losing his young brother in the 2008 war in Gaza, right in front of his eyes, while he was playing football with him. He lost his other brother in the 2012 war on Gaza, and he lost his father on the 2014 war on Gaza. Only survived by his mother, and due to the insanely heavy bombing, this week he started panicking about the idea of losing his mother, the only direct family member he has. His mother was killed yesterday by the same war machine that killed his entire family before. Hamza committed suicide today after his whole body and mind was hindered by severe traumas caused by the Zionists' war machines. Brothers and sisters, I urge you, let us get together, raise our voice. We should protest every day, but I would love a protest, one day protest all over the world on the same day, where we can make it happen, and inshallah, we can make it happen. Solution is the occupancy of Palestine must end. And I heard the sister saying 2 states. This is the reason we are gathered here. I make a prayer for those oppressed people of Palestine. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for them, and may our voices be heard. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, we all are in the praying situation as well as we are trying to struggle to give some tangible steps to stop all these violations and violence on these Muslims. So I am going to take one more speaker with me. She's Arsa Hassan, and she wants to speak regarding a few very important questions which the Muslim community is facing from the whole world. So Arsa, this is over to you, and you have only 5 minutes for the speech, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Irsa Hassan, President of District Rajanpur, Women Wing from IHRM. I do have some questions about Muslim countries, and all these questions are arising, and people are blaming Muslim countries and their presidents that they are not doing anything for their Muslim, because obviously Palestine is also a Muslim country, and we have a very soft corner for them. Our hearts are crying for them, literally. I'm so younger from all of you in experience, in age, in everything. But I do have some questions. Then if you are blaming the country just like Pakistan, I will start an example from Pakistan. If our country, which is considered as a poor country, we have lots of loans. We beg from other people, other countries to improve our economy. And all the economy is coming from what? From the powerful countries just like America, Israel, and all that. Number 2, they are asking us to boycott the Israeli things, Pepsi, Coke, and all that. What about our economy? If we boycott from all the luxuries, our economy obviously will get down. And the second thing is, third and the most important thing is, if we, Pakistan, we do have the atom bombs, we do have the missiles, we are the superpower country. If we send anything of them except atom bomb, we can't even destroy their border, because the Israeli and Pakistani borders are almost, if I'm not wrong, 560 millions, I guess, meters are so long. They're not even close to we are not even close to their borders, that if we are sending a single missile to their border, they can't reach over there. But we can do what we Pakistani can do for Palestine or Israel to destroy them. Iran is doing their best. we can just pray for them. Yes, we do have very, very soft corner for them. And the third thing is, every poor country
Sorry, Isra, you cut off. I don't know what happened. Mariam, bring our next guest, and we will answer, Isra, these your question in the end. And if any of you, because now we are open, if any of you want to speak, raise your hand or SMS in a chat. Either Mariam, me, I can see the brother Fahim Malik raise his hand. We will give you chance in after.
Sir, also we have with us Brigadier Javed Saab. Can we give him like time for 3 minutes, and then we will move forward. So kindly, we are here to highlight one issue, and we are all sitting here to find out some solutions, some way forward, some actions which can support to stop all these, such miserable conditions. So I think so. If we kept ourselves as per our topic, as per our requirement of the hour, so I think so. This can be a very, very productive for all of us. We all respect your all emotions, your all questions, but I think so. If we only focus on today's topic, I think so this can be a very, very good and result-oriented session for everyone. So, Brigadier Javed sir, if you are with us online, so you can share your words, please. So, if he's not with us, let's move towards Shah Jahan sir. Shah Jahan sir, you have 3 minutes to share your words with us, if you are with us now. Okay.
तमाम मेंबरान को चेयरमैन
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Sorry, Shahjahan, I mute you because the language of the conference right this moment is English. So if you want to speak in Urdu, we will put you in the last 30 minutes.
Colonel Javed
Okay. So many people raise their hands. Also, these hands are for the questions, or you want to participate as a speaker? So, Moon Patel, raise your hand. Is this for the question?
Mariam, I think we will not take any question on this stage. We will focus on the planning. So, because our initial speaker, which we already finished. We will not ask general public to speak. We will only ask if we ask our ambassadors, chairperson of the country, and Filipino of any of other part of the world, available, SMS me on WhatsApp or the Mariam. And we will allow. This is where we need our chairman of the countries and ambassadors of the countries planning to hold the protest for one day. Let's focus on this. If you have any issue, please introduce yourself. If you're not team member, introduce yourself. And one of us will put you chance to speak. If there is a team member from Philippines or from any of our team member are available forward and give us suggestion. Give us two dates. One we need for our conference for Palestine, and one we need to organize the protest on one day around the world. When we call around the world, that means where we our approach, where we have a team, where we have our co-partner. And if you have suggestion on this subject, please write down in a chat first. You will not get mic straight away. And the language of the conference is in English. If you are not an English speaker, please put yourself last 30 minutes. Give chance to everyone to speak and everyone to listen. Only give us suggestion on these two things. One, what role you can play to organize the protest in your area, in your city. What you can help in IHRM. You can do as your individual or as your own organization. So I will give mic to the Mariam. So Mariam, let's focus on these three things. And we have, I think, our own speaker, Hina. I think if she is available, give her a mic. Otherwise, we will open the floor for a discussion only after if they approach by chat first.
Okay, sir. So Hina with us. If you are in this meeting, kindly join on the mic and share your words. So, Ma'am Shehnaz Dar, you want to say something?
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello to everyone. A lot has been said, and a lot will be saying as well. This is a really very long-standing issue. There is I think it is in this conflict, lives has been lost more than any other conflict. Now, maybe it's not it's not enough to bring this situation to end, but we must raise a collective voice, or like a one-day voice from everywhere. Secondly, we must approach to the Muslim leaders, Muslim organization. Where are they? Why are they scared not to raise their voice? I don't think that Israel can harm them if they raise the voice for voiceless Palestinian, helpless Palestinian. Poor children are dying in front of their parents, and parents are dying in front of the children. It's really heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. And I think only just raise the voice, bring more and more awareness. That's all I would like to say at the moment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think so. The purpose of this meeting is spreading messages to everyone on every platform. But I think so. This is not I think so manifesto of the IRHM also to call individuals, organization that you come and join us. I think so. They are watching everything. They are watching the meetings. They are watching the events. They are watching everything. So if the situation is in the front of the whole world, so I think so. All Muslim organizations, all platforms, all authorities can join this movement. As per my opinion, or even my both leaders, Rana Bisharat and Dr. Tamara, also can share their words as well as per your suggestion that where are the Muslim organizations, where are the Muslim platforms. So I think so. This is not our mandate to call them and force them to join us. Yes. They are feeling everything, they are watching everything, and then same like IRHM, same like many organizations which are sitting right now to raise the voice against Palestine, I think so they can come and join us. They are most welcome. But I think so, I think so, Dr. Tamara, you can also share your words on Shehnaz Dar's words, that where are these organizations, why they are not come on front.
Yes, so for all these organizations, we always welcome everyone who wants to participate and join us, of course. But I'm positive that everybody from his point, from his place, from his situation, they're doing their best. Now, to join unity, we always call for unity. So we make the main declaration, announcement for everyone as individuals or organizations or associations around the world. Whoever wants to put hands with us and to collaborate with us, to unite with us, we are more than happy to welcome all the organizations, but we are not in a situation where we will ask everybody to join us or else they're not gonna be able to act. Do you understand the situation? Everybody knows the responsibility, everybody knows their role, and they are able and capable enough to join us or to start acting from their side. But at the end, we're not looking for this organization or that organization's duties or roles or what they did or what's the results. We're looking as a comprehensive solution for the situation of the Palestine nowadays. We want everybody around the world to act either by their collaboration with their people or with the collaboration of us. It doesn't really matter as much as we want a comprehensive solution. If we all stand together, the whole world, not only protest, take a serious action, make a real connection with all governments, making a real requirements, then I believe we will come up with a real solution. That's our goal. That's our target nowadays. But again, unity is the best solution here. We need to be united. Yes, we are open for everyone, every individual, government, organizations, associations, whatever. We are really open for them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So next, we have any speaker with us. Is Hina still with us? Okay, so I think so now floor is open for the discussion on the planning of the protest. So I think so, sir, Rana Bisharat, if you brief about the protest first, and then we will open the discussion for house for the discussion.
Okay, thank you, Mariam Khan. I can see we have a friend from Palestine, and Hina Khan was in a conference. I don't know if she is available right now. She can speak. Hina Yunus. I unmute her, but I can't see her. Okay, if not, then we will unmute everyone, but only raise your hand, then we will speak. Okay, and secondly, if you okay. Hina Yunus, if you are not around, or I can see the Dr. Tamara, your guest from the Palestine. He's appeared. If you want to give him a chance to speak, Mariam Khan.
Yes, sir.
Give him chance.
For whom, sir?
We have a friend from Palestine. Let me give you his exact name. Dr. Tamara, bring him as a speaker.
Okay. Okay.
And
so
Hina
what's
Yunus,
the name?
Hina Yunus is also in a conference. Yasin Al Shok.
Okay.
Yes, let me unmute.
Okay.
Yes. Yasin, can you unmute yourself if I'm not pronouncing wrong?
عم تسمع أمي كوتي عم تسمعني؟
No.
Yeah, we can listen you, but you have to speak in English. You need to unmute yourself again. Yes, you are on mute now.
Language French and Arabic.
I think so. If in Arabic, Dr. Tamara, can you please translate their words? Okay, Sir Yasin, you can speak and Dr. Tamara will translate for us. If you can speak in Arabic, you can speak, please.
What do you like? Okay. والسلام عليكم جميعا. أشكر حضوركم هذا اليوم وأشكر المنظمين على هذا المهرجان الضخم ما شاء الله. أشكر الدكتورة تمارا على المهرجان هذا اللي قامت فيه اليوم المؤتمر. يعني اللي بدي أحكيه يعني العالم كله عم بيحكي فيه حاليا. يعني شو بدي أحكي أنا والشعب تبعنا عماله بموت كل يوم في فلسطين، في الأقصى، في غزة. يعني أولا أترحم على شهدائنا الأبطال، شهدائنا الذي قدموا أكثر شيء قدموا في غزة وفي فلسطين. يعني هذا مش جديد على الصهاينة إنه يعملوا فينا العملة هاي. من 48 حتى يومنا هذا شعبنا عم بموت. يعني إحنا كل مرة بندخل في مشاكل بنقول هذه نكبة. طب ما إحنا عايشين بالنكبة طول عمرنا، عايشين بالنكبة، نكبة إسرائيل والضرب. يعني عمالوا بيقاتلوا في شعب ما عندوش سلاح، ما عندوش غير الحجر، حتى الحجر ما عم بيستعملوا حاليا. فالله أكبر. يعني شو بدنا نحكي لهذه الدبابة الإسرائيلية، الطيارة الإسرائيلية، السلاح الإسرائيلي اللي هو أكثر سوفيستيكي في العالم، عم بيقاتلوا شعب أبرياء، عم بيقتلوا الأطفال. أنا بسميهم قتلة الأطفال، قتلة الأطفال. بتمنى من العالم كله إنه تحاكم هذول الأبواش الذي يقتلون بشعبنا في فلسطين ويقتلون في الجامع الأقصى وفي غزة. الناس عم بتموت هلا، بتموت في غزة وفلسطين بتموت هيك. ليش؟ لأنه بدهم يقتلوا، لأنه الشعب هذا قاتل، لأنه هم قتلت الأطفال وقتلت الشيوخ وقتلت الجوامع. يعني هل إحنا عمرنا يعني أشكر غزة اللي هي عم تبعث كم من صاروخ شمال يمين على هذه البلد، على هذه بلد الخنازير والقرد زي ما قالوا. يعني لعنة الله عليهم. يعني شو عمل لهم الشعب الفلسطيني حتى يعملوا مشاكل معهم؟ شعب عماله بقاتل في إيديه، ما عندوش غير الحجر، عم بقاتل بصدره. الله أكبر.
Okay, so let me translate what Dr. Yassin was talking about, because he I believe emotionally he got really tired and he cannot talk anymore because the situation is very critical and it's very, very touchy and sensitive. So he was saying, Allahu Akbar, come and have a look to Palestine, come and have a look to the people there. They're dying with the groups with no reason. They did nothing to the whole world. They are peaceful communities, peaceful people, peaceful nation. They did nothing to the world to be killed, to face this situation. This is really not fair, and the whole society, international society, needs to take an action right away and take a legal action with the government. He's asking officially for a legal action with the government to be go to the whole case going to one of the international courts like La Haye or other courts. And he was saying all the children, all the civilians with no weapon, they have nothing, only the stones, only the sticks. They are fighting groups, Israeli groups, where they are fully armed with the most recent and latest weapons. They're facing them with rockets, while they're facing the other part, the Gaza part, facing these Israeli groups with their stones and sticks and very basic rockets. This is not fair. They're killing our people for no reason. The whole world needs to take action. Actually, this is something really not fair. The whole world are witnessing this situation, and we all give our sound with Dr. Yassin and all the Palestinian people. And of course, we agree that what's happening is a crime. The occupation is a crime, and the Palestinian people is facing one of the worst crimes ever in history. We need to take an action, not only to protest, not only to make conferences, not only to object. We need the action to be taken by the governments all around the world. And that's the reason we are here today. Dr. Yassin, بتحب تضيف أي شيء? If you would like to add anything else? Mariam, he's unmute him. Or Rana. دكتور ياسين
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
نعم، من 48 ليومنا هذا وإحنا في النكبة. كفى الأطفال، كفي يعني.
Yeah, he was saying the Nakba expression. Everybody knows what's Nakba. It's from 1948. Everybody knows the history. From 1948, they came as immigrants to Palestine earlier in the 20s and 30s of the 19th century. And by 1948, they took over officially and they started the occupation of Palestine. And we call it Nakba. This is the vocabulary of Nakba. And Dr. Yassin was saying, enough Nakba, enough, let's finish this. This episode has to be finished. And later on after that, when I was talking at the beginning of this conference on the background, the history of Palestine, it was 1967, another stage, in 2014, another stage. So the Palestinian history with the Israeli crime, it became like an episode, endless episodes. We need to finish all these episodes and to save our children, our people, our innocent people, our Palestinian people. That's all what he said. Thank you, Dr. Yassin, for your participation today. And we're looking forward, of course, in our main conference, the international conference, to have a real solution. Let me announce this in this conference. Our next conference, maybe it's going to be Friday. We're going to announce about that. We're going to have speakers, the inner side of Palestine. They're going to be policymaker, authorities, and government officials and governors of Gaza. That's why it's going to be a very critical one. We're inviting everybody to participate in the conference, and Dr. Yassin will be with us. So thank you again. And yes, Mariam, go ahead. You can move forward in the conference.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now we are going to take a few words from Ms. Hina. If you are with us, kindly unmute yourself, and you have 3 minutes for your talk, and we are going to take the briefing about the protest from Rana Bisharat. So Hina, mic is over to you, please. Miss Hina, can you listen us, please? Hello? Okay. We have Mr. Rana Muhammad Muzaffar with us. You raised your hand.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Thank you very much for affording me a few minutes to talk on the subject. My dear brothers and sisters, Israel has surpassed all records of brutality through armed assault against innocent Palestinians in total disregard to the basic human values. Israel has not only trampled the honor and property of the centuries-old Muslim population of Palestine, but has also taken away their right to life. This is a big slap on the face of today's humanity. The powers to be around the world are quietly watching not just expulsion of the people of Palestine from their homes and hearths, but actually an extermination of a whole nation. The world has hardly ever witnessed this kind of ethnic cleansing and such horrible apartheid. Dear brothers and sisters, Muslim nations, including Pakistan, are also watching this tragedy without taking a single practical step to stop the brutal hand of Israel. Hence, that cruel country is rampaging Palestine with total immunity. Now then, are we Muslims around the world only up to calling upon the friends of Israel, the nations, the mentors of Israel, and the sponsors of Israel to hold the Israeli hand of tyranny? My dear brothers and sisters, this is not the way forward. That's no more than self-deceit. This is no more than living in fool's paradise. My dear brothers and sisters, this is no more than telling Israel that we mean nothing. That's only adding insult to the wounds of Palestine. My dear brothers and sisters, what is needed is a practical step forward to save whatever is left of the life and honor of the people of Palestine. We need to practically break the Israeli tools of tyranny and cut open the Israeli shackles from the innocent necks of the people of Palestine. Friends of Israel are only jeering at us today, at us Muslims, because they have taken us Muslims for cowards and quitters of 21st century. My dear brothers and sisters, Palestine and Palestinian men and women and children will perish crying for our help, but that will also wash away the security and the honor for the rest of us Muslims. If we don't unite today and act for the falling humanity in Palestine, we will most likely meet the same end. We will most likely meet the same fate. Eventually, we may even be feeling today very safe and happy in our homes. But if we lose this honor today, if we lose the honor and we lose face as a Muslim nation, we aren't going to be respected by anybody in the world. So my dear brothers and sisters, it is not time to call upon the airs and the clouds to do something about it. It is not the time to call upon friends of Israel. They have already allowed Israel to do all this. It is time to act ourselves. It is time to sit together. It is time to not raise voices, but to raise hands and to catch hold of the hands of terror and break them. My dear brothers and sisters, all around the world, kindly build up a pressure on the governments to sit together and do something practical for the falling humanity in Palestine. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And thank you so much for your powerful and very motivating words for the House. And yes, we can take these words along with us to plan our further events, protests, and other meetings regarding this issue. So now again we have Hina with us, and we are going to give you 3 minutes for your speech kindly. And after Hina, we are going to invite Fahim Malik with us. And Fahim sir, kindly prepare yourself for the next speech after Hina. So Hina, mic is over to you, please. Hello. We are inviting you third time, so still you have having some issues, I think so. So shall we move forward, please?
Yes, please.
So kindly, Fahim Malik Saab, you are kindly invited to speak on today's issues. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks. I actually joined first time. Brother actually seen my flag on the back of that. Being PTI very active member from UK Yorkshire region, we already organizing every city demonstration. Any the big ones when they have, we always join that. What we trying to do, organize every city, even small numbers. Obviously, we have to follow the SOPs. So we already started that. We started yesterday in Bradford, and initially we will be starting every second day in different cities. I think this is really we want to do now. I think everybody in here well aware of that, the double standard of all the Muslim world, double standard of all this international politics. I don't think anybody is not aware of that. To me, being a very active member of PTI, the PTI, obviously, anybody from any other party, we don't have any issues. Obviously, is a one cause. This is really atrocity happening in Palestine. So we need to really do whatever we can do. And I am willing to do anything is possible for my. Only things I'm saying, we started organizing. Yorkshire Amber nearly have 15 cities under our, and the whole UK, we have loads of other cities. And you will see every second or third day, we'll be really raising the voices. Or anything else you organize, wherever we can meet, we will definitely come and meet. And this is what we need to do. Obviously, everybody well aware of it, what's happening there. And I think this is what we need to organize. Wherever you need our help, we will come forward and do it. And I'm sure being a Pakistani, and I know party of Imran Khan, he is very positive to do things, and we will do utmost our best, whatever we can do. That's it.
Thank you so much, Fahim Malik Saab, and thank you so much the support you announced on the platform that you are always available for any kind of support. And yes, we need the people which can stand with us on such a difficult time. Thank you so much. So now we are going to have Rana Visharat with us, and he's going to give us briefing on the protest which we are going to plan across the globe. So we are going to receive the briefing on regarding this, and then house will be open for the Urdu speech as well. So if anybody wants to participate as a Urdu speaker, you can send your name in the chat or even on the WhatsApp to the team. So we are going to allow 5 speakers, Urdu speakers, for 3 minutes. So you can send your name on the WhatsApp, please. So thank you so much, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mariam, to doing the wonderful program as usual. You are amazing. We always appreciate you. I just want to say, as you all aware, we listen the Palestine stories. We listen the pain of the Palestine from last 1.5 hours, but we are listening these story from last many years. We can understand what the exact pain when it is only come to us. We cannot judge what the other people are suffering. People who are right now in Palestine, Kashmir, Gaza, Myanmar, Burma, they can only understand what is the meaning of the pain. What is the meaning of the become a homeless? What is the meaning of living a life in a fear? So what we can do as an organization? Agenda for this meeting, there was very clear the 3 things. The first thing, we need to organize the protest on the same day everywhere where we can approach with coordination with a different organization, coordination with the local political or non-political organization or non-organization. This is the one thing. For that, we are always open. You can send us SMS. So we want to hold the protest. We can try to give the what is the maximum we can give it to you. So social media, sport, local authority support, even somehow if you are in that situation where you need a government permission, we will get that permission for you as well. Okay, so our main task will be the main capital, which will be the Geneva, the first, where is the United Nations, the New York. New York will be led by New York team and Dr. Tamara. Geneva, we have our team. I just spoken this morning with them. They will organize on the same day whenever we want. And Bristol with Sister Shanaz Dar and Arif Khan and myself, we will do in Bristol and London with other participation. And in Pakistan, under the leadership of Rana Ghulam Nabi, the chairman IHRM Pakistan, and the ambassador of Pakistan, Mudassar Rana, he will lead the protest in Pakistan. Same thing in Nigeria, we get a sorry note from our Nigerian leader, Mr. Ikoji. He will lead in Nigeria, same part, other. But the date we will not announce in this event. We will finalize with everyone, because when we are talking about the physical protest, it needs huge teamwork, huge energy and resource and proper planning. So we will postpone for till next conference. Next conference for where we will invite the big speakers. This is a planning meeting where we will try to involve the OIC, as few of our speakers want to listen them. I just called this morning during my conference with the OIC's Secretary General, but he was not available. But we will involve them in the next time. So next conference, we will decide with your help, either next Friday, as Dr. Tamara said, or we will redecide any other date. That will be, we will announce in the end of the Zoom conference, or we will send you SMS. So there's two things. The third things, as Brother Fahim Malik from the PTI and the other brother from other country was speaking. So if you want to join us, you are more than welcome. You can bring your own flag. You can bring your own logo. We are very welcome. My Secretary General Mariam Khan and my team member know very well. I never ever try to promote the organization. Even the protest we done in Bristol, we never put any personal organization banners on these events. So we are open. Let's give us the feedback. No, we will open for, we will unmute everyone. Whoever wants to speak, just raise the hand. Please only focus for three things. The three things: one, what you can do as individual or organization to organize the protest. If you have something else to say, I think this will be not right time to speak. We know what's happening in Palestine. We know the OIC silent. We know America is silent. We know European Union silent. We know United Nations is silent. So let's leave this discussion for some other time. Let's leave this discussion that we need to boycott. Let's focus only on three things. This is my request. I will repeat this in Urdu. I can see many people from the Pakistan as well. Bhai, sorry for my the people who will not understand the English. The wording I'm using is exact what I said in English. For Pakistani people, if you want to, किसी भी बंदे ने पाकिस्तान से बात करनी है, वो जरूर बात करे. लेकिन तीन इश्यूज पे, क्या वो IHRM के साथ मिलकर अपने मोहल्ले में, अपने इलाके में, इवन 50 बंदों का भी जुलूस, जलसा या मार्च या प्रोटेस्ट करना चाहता है? अगर वो करना चाहता है, किसी भी जगह में, दुनिया के किसी भी हिस्से में जो इस वक्त सुन रहे हैं, वो ओहदेदार है या नहीं है, जैसे हमारे राना नवीद साहब हैं, वो पंजाब के साबका प्रेसिडेंट है, लेकिन अभी IHRM के एग्जीक्यूटिव के मेंबर भी हैं. अगर वो करना चाहते हैं तो करें. हमारे कोई ओहदेदार जो अभी हैं, जो नहीं हैं, जो मेंबर हैं, जो लंदन में हैं, बरतानिया, दुनिया के किसी हिस्से में जो उर्दू सुन रहे हैं, अगर वो प्रोटेस्ट करना चाहते हैं, उसके बारे में बात करें. ये ना इसमें बात करें। और दूसरा, अगर आप कोई सपोर्ट कर सकते हो, हमें लीफलेट के लिए सपोर्ट करते हो, सोशल मीडिया के लिए सपोर्ट कर सकते हो। मैं देखता हूँ राना गुलाम नबी साहब ने IHRM के मास्क लगाए हुए अपने फेस पे, तो ये एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट टेक्टिड है। अगर आप ऐसा कुछ कर सकते हैं तो आप हमें ज़रूर करें। हम या हमारे बिहाफ पे कोई भी बंदा पाकिस्तान या दुनिया के किसी खित्ते से पैसा नहीं मांगता, लेकिन आप हमें सपोर्ट किसी भी तरह करना चाहते हैं वो ज़रूर करें। तो फ्लोर हम ओपन करते हैं। हिना यूनुस हमारी जो है डायरेक्टर हैं इंटरनेशनल कश्मीर अफेयर्स की यूनाइटेड नेशन में, बड़ी वंडरफुल स्पीकर है, लेकिन वो अवेलेबल नहीं है। मैं देख रहा हूँ इस वक्त सिर्फ 4 हाथ हैं। चौधरी उमैर साहब का हाथ है और राना इकबाल साहब का। तो सबसे पहले मैं राना गुलाम नबी साहब जो
Sir, before inviting these people as a speaker, I would like to invite Dr. Tamara because we want to share, like we receive one part of briefing from your side and second briefing about the policy procedures and the SOPs regarding the upcoming protest is from Dr. Tamara. Dr. Tamara, I think so we want to listen from your side about the policy and the procedures of this protest.
Yes.
Kindly unmute your, mute yourself, the other persons. So we have Dr. Tamara with us, and she's talking about the policy procedures of this protest, which we are going to, tackle in coming week. Yes, Dr. Tamara.
Yes, as we mentioned earlier, and we always mention that all our protests will be peaceful, will be with no any aggressive action, will follow the social distance regarding the COVID-19, wearing masks, and there will be no physical, no verbal, like a salute or any aggressive action during our protest. Our protest has one goal, is to deliver our message to the whole world. We need an action, as we mentioned earlier, and we always talking about this. We don't want only discussions or talking. We want to open, like the goal of our protest is to open a real conversation with the government first. Second, we need to have a real solution from the international society. Third, we want the whole world to feel the pain of Palestinian people, these civilians with no weapons, with having nothing. We want to deliver the message of what's happening in Palestine nowadays is not fair. Make it fair. Do not hit women and children. If you want to make it a fair battle, then make the weapons with the same level from the Palestinian or the Israeli, and then let's see the victory will be with who. This is our message. What's happening is not fair. We need to have all our sentences or vocabularies studied, like to be organized before the protest and to deliver it to the whole world. That's the main procedure and all the instructions for our protest. Now, as a conclusion of our conference, as we mentioned earlier as well, we're gonna have the other conference, the main international conference on Friday mostly, and we're gonna have our protest to be organized in 1 day in many countries, as Mr. Rana, he just mentioned earlier. And we're gonna have, after the protest and our conference, the real action that we're looking for. It's either open conversations or open a real unity for all the organization around the world to make a real situation in front of the international society. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I think so these policy procedures and SOPs, everyone can understand, and we are going to follow all these policy and procedures to make this protest more productive, more exemplary, front of the world, that yes, we are a peacekeeper persons, and we want only peace, and we are standing with the all required SOPs which states required in nowadays. So now we have house open for our Urdu speakers. So who is going to be the first, sir?
Let's invite the chairman of Pakistan, Rana Ghulam Nabi, if he available.
Okay.
Mudassir Khan Langa, ambassador of Pakistan. Only if they are speaking on this subject. And then Rana Naveed. Then other I can see the Rana Ghulam Nabi is available. Rana Sahab, is mic to you.
Rana Naveed is available for with us.
Rana Ghulam Nabi, Chairman Pakistan International Human Rights, then Rana Naveed.
So where is he?
Oh, he's I give him mic. Rana Sahab, mic is yours. So sorry for all the just Rana Sahab, 1 minute. People who will not.
We can't hear you.
Sorry, because now we are starting conference in a Urdu language. People who want to stay, they can stay. If they do not want to stay, they can leave. But we will explain if there is something new our members said. We will only allow 5 speakers in a Urdu language, then the conference will be finished. But if any of our from the management group or IHRM team, don't be shy. If you want to speak anything, please contact, raise your hand. I can see there is plenty of faces from our team are in a conference. If you want to speak, let's Rana Ghulam Nabi Sahab speak first.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam.
राना गुलाम नबी, चेयरमैन पाकिस्तान इंटरनेशनल ह्यूमन राइट्स मूवमेंट। सबसे पहले तो मैं सलाम पेश करता हूं राना बशारत अली खान वर्ल्ड प्रेसिडेंट के, जिन्होंने मौजूदा हालात पे जो अहम इशू है उसके ऊपर ये आवाज़ उठाई और उस पर मीटिंग कॉल दी। मैं अप्रिशिएट करता हूं और बेहद मशकूर हूं कि आपने इस मीटिंग कॉल में हमें याद किया और किया। तो इंशाल्लाह हम फ़लस्तीन के मामले पे ये मीटिंग रखी गई है और इंशाल्लाह फ़लस्तीन का जो भी मामला है वो कुरान शरीफ अल्लाह रब्बुल इज़्ज़त ने फरमाया है कि या तो आप जुल्म के खिलाफ लड़ो, और अगर लड़ नहीं सकते तो हाथ से जुबान से रोक दो, और जुबान से नहीं रोक सकते तो हाथ से भी रोक दो। तो इंशाल्लाह हम फ़लस्तीन से बहुत दूर है, वहाँ जा नहीं सकते हैं, लेकिन हम प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, एहतजाज कर सकते हैं। उसके लिए हमने एक प्रॉपर सेटअप बनाया हुआ है कि IHRM के जितने भी पाकिस्तान में ओहदेदारान हैं वो सारे मिलकर एक ही दिन में एक अपने अपने प्रेस क्लब के सामने एक रैली निकालें और फ्लैग्स की सूरत में, और हम यकजहती करें और इंशाल्लाह हम उनके साथ हैं, शाना बशाना खड़े हैं। ये सिर्फ फ़लस्तीन का ये मसला नहीं है, ये बहुत से मुसलमान मुल्कों का मसला है, और उसके लिए जब तक हमारी आवाज़ बुलंद नहीं होगी और बाला आला काम तक नहीं पहुंचेगी तो इसके ऊपर कोई भी कार्रवाई करने के लिए तैयार नहीं है। तो इंशाल्लाह ये हम इसकी भरपूर कोशिश करेंगे और राना बशारत साहब के इस मिशन के साथ कदम बा कदम खड़े हैं और इंशाल्लाह पूरी हमायत करेंगे, पूरे अपने एहतजाज रिकॉर्ड कराएंगे और फ़लस्तीन के मामले में हम 1 इंच भी पीछे नहीं हटेंगे। और इंशाल्लाह फ़लस्तीन का जो मामला है वो सिर्फ फ़लस्तीन का नहीं है, वो मस्जिद अक्सा का मामला है, हमारा किबला अव्वल है और उसके ऊपर तो इंशाल्लाह हर मुसलमान का ईमान है, और जान माल वक्त टाइम किसी चीज़ की भी हम फिक्र और किसी चीज़ की परवाह नहीं करेंगे। इंशाल्लाह जब जिस टाइम जिस हिसाब से हमारा पूरी मरकज़ी क़यादत बैठ के इसके लिए जो भी लाएमल तय करेगी उस पे इंशाल्लाह हम भरपूर तरीके से इसके ऊपर अमल भी करेंगे और भरपूर तरीके से इसके ऊपर वर्क भी करेंगे। इंशाल्लाह पाकिस्तान के हमारे बहुत से सेंट्रल और सूबाई ओहदेदार मौजूद हैं और इस मीटिंग के ज़रिए उनसे भी यही दरख्वास्त है कि आप एक लाएमल तय करें और जो फ़लस्तीन का मसला है उसके लिए हमने बड़े पैमाने पर आवाज़ उठानी है और हमारी आवाज़ इतनी बुलंद हो कि जिस तरह सबको पता लग जाए कि IHRM ने पाकिस्तान में फ़लस्तीन के लिए आवाज़ उठाई है। और राना बशारत साहब को तो माशाल्लाह पहले ही मैं बहुत पसंद करता हूँ, इनका फ़ैन इसलिए भी हूँ कि इन्होंने सीरिया के लिए, बर्मा के लिए, कश्मीर के लिए, मुल्कों के लिए आवाज़ उठाई है, मजलूमों के लिए आवाज़ उठाई है اور انہوں نے اس آواز کے لیے بہت سے ملکوں کو اپنے خلاف بھی کیا ہے. بہت دفعہ ان کی فیس بک بینڈ بھی کر دی گئی ہے, بہت دفعہ ان کو نقصانات بھی ملے ہیں, ہم نے بالکل دیکھے. لیکن اس کے باوجود ایک بندہ ڈٹا ہوا ہے, تو یقیناً وہ اس کام کو کرنا چاہتا ہے, یقیناً وہ انسانیت کا درد رکھتا ہے. اور جو لوگ انسانیت کے درد رکھتے ہیں, اصل عبادت بھی یہی ہے, حقوق البات بھی یہی ہے ہر مسلمان کے اوپر کہ وہ دوسرے مسلمان کے تحفظات کے لیے آواز بلند کرے. اور انشاءاللہ رانا بشارت صاحب کے اس مشن کے ساتھ ہم قدم با قدم کھڑے ہیں, اور رانا بشارت کے اس مشن کو آگے لے کر چلیں گے. اور انشاءاللہ
I think let me say what Rana Ghulam Nabi said to the people who don't understand. Either Mariam, you want to say in a 2 minutes, or I can describe it. He said that whatever the IHRM cabinet decide the date, he and his team in Pakistan will do the protest on the same day. So this was total his speech. So no, I want to invite. Sorry, Mariam, I'm taking your time because
no problem, sir. No problem.
I know them
it's
personally.
Okay. I think so. We can do this, especially me and you. From the Urdu speeches, we can take only 3 major, sentence which we can translate for our few members which are still with us. From the Rana Ghulam Nabi's speech, he's very much motivated and he's very much passionate about this protest, and he's ready to do this in the respect, in the love of Islam and our Masjid-e-Aqsa. So everyone is ready to follow our call for action. And yes, they are available with all their support and with all their force from Pakistan as well. Thank you so much, Ghulam Nabi Sahab. Now I'm going to invite Rana Naveed Ahmed. Kindly share your words, and you have 3 minutes for your speech.
Thank you. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. میں رانا نوید احمد خان, ممبر IHRM پاکستان. میں سب سے پہلے تو رانا بشارت علی خان صاحب کا تہہ دل سے شکریہ ادا کرتا ہوں کہ وہ رانا بشارت علی خان صاحب ایک وہ مجاہد ہیں جنہوں نے پوری دنیا میں للکارا ہے. پوری دنیا کو
میری تعریف چھوڑ دیں. Let's talk on a focus. I don't want to listen.
تعریف نہیں ہے, سارا حقیقت ہے سر. تھینک یو سر, تھینک یو. رانا بشارت علی خان صاحب وہ ایک مجاہد ہیں جنہوں نے پوری دنیا میں للکارا ہے, ان قوتوں کو للکارا ہے جنہوں نے کبھی بھی, یہ غیر سیاسی ادارہ ہے, جنہوں نے کبھی بھی کسی مظلوم کے حق میں آواز نہیں اٹھائی. آج کے دور میں کوئی کسی کو ساتھ والے گھر کو کوئی بھی نہیں پوچھتا کہ کیسے رہ رہا ہے, کیسے جی رہا ہے, اپنی زندگی آپ لوگ گزارے. لیکن رانا صاحب نے جیسے مسئلہ کشمیر میں اقوام متحدہ پہ آواز اٹھائی, میں ان کو خراج تسلیم پیش کرتا ہوں. برما میں آواز اٹھائی, فلسطین میں اب جو مسجد اقصی میں ظلم ہوا یہ ایک ناقابل برداشت ہے. انشاءاللہ تعالی ہم مرکز میں کھڑے ہو کر اسلام آباد میں وعدہ کرتا ہوں اپنے رانا صاحب کے ساتھ, انشاءاللہ تعالی 50 بندے انہوں نے کہا ہے, میں 500 بندے کے ساتھ احتجاج کروں گا. کل سے شروع کر دیتا ہوں اپنا احتجاج. انشاءاللہ تعالی میں بتاؤں گا گورنمنٹ آف پاکستان, عمران خان کو بھی بتاؤں گا. انشاءاللہ تعالی ہم ادھر کا بھی رخ کریں گے, پی ایم اوز کا. ہم بتائیں گے کہ ہم نہیں بیٹھیں گے IHRM کے قیادت میں. انشاءاللہ تعالی ہم ہر وقت آواز اٹھائیں گے, جب بھی آپ حکم کریں گے انشاءاللہ تعالی ہم آپ کے حکم کی تعمیل کریں گے. پورا پاکستان آپ کے ساتھ کھڑا ہے. آپ اکیلے ہو کر آپ نے پوری دنیا میں ایک جھنڈا لگایا ہے. انشاءاللہ تعالی ہم آپ کی قیادت میں انشاءاللہ تعالی الحمدللہ میں فلسطین کے ساتھ ہیں. اسرائیل سے ہم مطالبہ کرتے ہیں وہ بمباری روکے, وہ ظلم روکے. اگر انہوں نے یہ کام نہ کیا تو ہم اسلام آباد ان کے سفیر کی طرف روک کریں گے. الحمدللہ ہم سے جو ہو سکا رانا صاحب ہم آپ کی قیادت میں کر دیں گے. ہمیں جان بھی دینی پڑی ہم دے کے دکھائیں گے انشاءاللہ تعالی. تھینک یو رانا صاحب.
تھینک یو سو مچ رانا نوید صاحب. آپ کی بہت زبردست اسپیچ اور بہت زبردست آپ کا جو ایک پیشن ہے اس کے لیے. لیکن اس پہ صرف اس پلیٹ فارم سے ہماری ریکویسٹ یہ ہے کہ اس ایک سچویشن کے اندر آپ نے میکسیمم کوشش یہ کرنی ہے کہ وہ تمام رولز اینڈ ریگولیشنز، وہ تمام SOPs، وہ تمام پالیسی اینڈ پروسیجرز اس ایک ایشو کے اوپر آپ نے ڈیفینیٹلی فالو کرنے ہیں. اسلام آباد تک جانا، اس پلیٹ فارم پہ یہ اناؤنس کرنا کہ ہم کہاں جا کے کھڑے ہو جائیں گے، آئی نو IRHM ٹیم کے لیے، پاکستانی ٹیم کے لیے یہ کوئی بہت مشکل کام نہیں ہے، لیکن ہم نے اس پلیٹ فارم سے یہ ایک سینس نہیں دینی ہے کہ ہم کوئی اینٹی اسٹیٹ کام کرنے جا رہے ہیں. یہ ایک بہت پیسفل قسم کا ایک پروٹیسٹ ہوگا جو کہ انٹائرلی پروٹیکشن پرووائڈ کرنے کے لیے ریکویسٹ کی جا رہی ہے ٹو آل اوور دا ورلڈ دیٹ وی نیڈ ٹو سیو Palestine's Muslim and we need to save Palestine. So thank you so much for your very جس کو کہتے ہیں ایک بہت پرجوش قسم کی تقریر ہے آپ کی، اور انشاءاللہ اس طرح کا جوش و جذبہ پاکستانی مسلمز کے اندر دیکھ کے بہت خوشی ہوتی ہے. لیکن ہم نے ساتھ ساتھ کوشش یہ بھی کرنی ہے کہ ہم اپنے تمام رولز اینڈ ریگولیشنز کو بھی اسی طرح سے فالو کریں تاکہ ہم کسی بھی کوسچن میں نہ آئیں. اگر ہم کوسچنس میں آنا شروع ہو جائیں گے تو ہمارا مقصد ختم ہو جائے گا. So I think Surana Sahab also agree on this issue, this point that crossing the policy and procedures is not allowed in this protest, please. So ye aap thoda aap bhi isko explain kar dein. So who is the next speaker, please? Next kaun baat karega?
Give the mic to the Raja Mudassir Khan Langa. He is
okay.
Ambassador for Pakistan IHRM.
Okay.
Then we will turn this to the English language.
Okay. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
So, okay. Welcome, Mudassir.
Assalamu alaikum. Raja Mudassir Khan Langa, Ambassador Pakistan, International Human Rights Movement. اچھا جی، وہ جو نویز صاحب کا بیانیہ تھا کہ ہم پروٹیسٹ کریں گے، آپ نے بالکل ٹھیک کہا. ہم انشاءاللہ تعالی جو سا ہے وہ رانا غلام نبی صاحب چیئرمین پاکستان کی قیادت میں جتنی بھی جو پریس جو ہالز ہیں ان کے سامنے ہم اپنا جو پروٹیسٹ ہے وہ ریکارڈ کروائیں گے، اور پاکستان کی جو پوری ٹیم ہے وہ اپنا جو بیانیہ ہے پازیٹیو وہ انشاءاللہ تعالی اس پلیٹ فارم کے ذریعے پوری دنیا تک پہنچائیں گے. اور باقی جو میری باقی ٹیم ہے میں اس کو موقع دوں گا کیونکہ وہ کافی دیر سے ویٹ کر رہے ہیں، تو ہم تو بات کرتے رہتے ہیں، تو باقی کو موقع دیتے ہیں تاکہ وہ اپنے خیالات کا اظہار کریں. شکریہ.
Thank you so much, Mudassir Sahab, to understand and support the policy of this protest as well. So, next speaker.
I think
Vice Chairman of Pakistan, I think Qaim Khani Sahab.
Okay, if he's online and he's in the session. And this is the last speaker, then we are going to move towards closing of this meeting.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. کروڑوں درود نبی پاک صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی آل پر.
صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم.
یہ جو فلسطین پہ جو اتنا بڑا ظلم ہو رہا ہے، میں سب سے پہلے تو اس کی مذمت کرتا ہوں، اور میں اقوام متحدہ سے گزارش کرتا ہوں کہ وہ کسی ایک ملک کے زیر اثر آنے کے بجائے وہ اپنا کردار ادا کرے اور جو نہتے فلسطینی ہیں ان کو انصاف دلوائے. اور ہم انشاءاللہ تعالی رانا غلام نبی اور بشارت صاحب انشاءاللہ تعالی ان کے ذریعے ہم لوگ ان کے زیر سایہ انشاءاللہ تعالی ایک پرامن پیسفل ایک احتجاج ریکارڈ کروائیں گے، اور جہاں جہاں ہم سے ممکن ہو سکتا ہے، وہ چاہے سوشل میڈیا ہو یا پھر دنیا کا کوئی بھی کونا ہو، انشاءاللہ تعالی. تھینک یو ویری مچ. سو نائس. تھینک یو.
تھینک یو سو مچ. بہت ہی کمپریہنسو ورڈز کے ساتھ آپ نے اپنی بات کو شیئر کیا ہے. تھینک یو سو مچ. سو آئی تھنک سو سر ناؤ وی آر موونگ ٹوورڈز دی کلوزنگ آف دس میٹنگ.
اچھا کائنڈلی ایک اعلان کریں، جو ہیش ٹیگ ہے نا، ہیش ٹیگ ہم چلاتے ہیں، اس کو پروموٹ کیا جائے تاکہ ہیش ٹیگ سے ہم زیادہ امپیکٹ ڈال سکتے ہیں میڈیا پہ، سوشل میڈیا پہ. تو اگر جب تک ہمارے ممبران اتنے زیادہ ہیں، 100 سے ابو لوگوں نے ہمیں جوائن کیا ہے، لیکن ہیش ٹیگ پہ ہمیں بہت کم لوگ جو ان سے وہ ملتے ہیں. تو میری جو پاکستان کے چیئرمین ہیں ان سے اپیل ہے، وائس چیئرمین صاحب سے، پریزیڈنٹ صاحب سے، کہ یہ جو ہیش ٹیگ ہے سوشل میڈیا وار ہے وہ ہمارے لیے بہت ضروری ہے. تو سوشل میڈیا وار کے ذریعے ہم ہی یہ جنگ جیت سکتے ہیں. तो सबसे मेरी ये गुजारिश है कि हैशटैग जो है इसको यूज करें अपनी फेसबुक अकाउंट पे और तमाम अकाउंट्स पे। शुक्रिया।
So I think so फहीम साहब कुछ कहना चाह रहे हैं।
Thank you, everybody, especially all these people. I joined your meeting first time, and every time you needed me, I'll come along. Only things because we have a big social media tool ourselves. I do. There's about 800,000 people on one page. We do pages. Voice for Kashmir is about 450,000 people. News 11. So I do a lot of programs like that. What I'm really suggesting you, all your people who speaks well, I can put your message across. I can take you wherever you are. I can send you a link. You can come on your studio, and the demonstration you're going to organize, we will viral that in our side. So there's no problem. I think if you can see my number, any of you can approach me anytime. I can take you live wherever you are, and we have a big following, so we can really support on this issue, especially Palestine and Kashmir. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Basically, we are going to announce 3 teams for this protest. One team is going to design marketing and branding policies and the things, and the other is going to handle the media and reporting side. And the third team is going to, receiving all kind of reporting and sending to the media persons, and they work as a reporter. So we are going to establish 3 teams, and one team is going to handle this, the platform which you shared, that we can raise the voice through social media as well. So we will share 3 teams very soon, might be tomorrow. We will finalize branding and marketing team. We are going to finalize media team, and also we are going to finalize the reporting team as well. So now we have a last Chaudhry Umair Khalid with us, and then we are going to close this. Chaudhry Umair Khalid sahab, kindly unmute yourself, share your few words, and then we will move forward. Chaudhry Umair Khalid sahab. So Rana Naveed Anjum. Rana Naveed Anjum, you can unmute yourself. Sir, अपने आप को unmute करें, please. जी.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
मैं राना नवीद अंजम जी, मैं अपने सीनियर राना बशारत अली खान साहब के मिशन के मुताबिक और उनके विजन के मुताबिक इंशाल्लाह ताला काम कर रहा हूँ, और इंशाल्लाह ताला मुझे फख्र है कि वो मजलूम के हक में आवाज उठा रहे हैं और जालिम के खिलाफ चल रहे हैं। और कश्मीर, फलस्तीन, बर्मा और सीरिया, जहाँ जहाँ जुल्म होते हैं उनके खिलाफ आवाज बुलंद कर रहे हैं। हमें उनके पे फख्र है और हम उनके शाना बशाना इंशाल्लाह ताला काम कर रहे हैं, और इंशाल्लाह आगे भी करेंगे। जिस प्लेटफार्म पे हमें इंशाल्लाह हमें खड़ा करेंगे, हम इनके साथ हैं और मजलूम के हक में हम आवाज बुलंद करते रहेंगे। ये हमारा मिशन है इंशाल्लाह।
Thank you so much. Now we have SGA Safir Khan Saab. Safir Khan Saab, kindly unmute yourself and please quickly you can share your words.
Okay. First of all, thanks for this platform, Rana sir. Also, I would like to thanks Pakistan for supporting finish our civil war. 30 years, we faced several problems in Sri Lanka. Our economic and everything failed. So Pakistan now at the moment supporting Palestine. Inshallah, it will be successful in peace in Palestine. So hope everything will be okay. Inshallah, we will raise voice for Palestinians and every human, not only Muslims, not only other religions, or every human should be live this world peacefully. That is a humanity. Thank you for giving this chance for IHRM. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your words, and thank you so much for all participants for joining us. Now we are moving towards closing remarks. Sir, who is going to deliver the closing remarks, you or Dr. Tamara?
I think Dr. Tamara will speak, but before that, if any of, not from the Pakistan, I can see we have a IHRM woman, and there are many of our members.
Actually, sir, the confusion is this: the names on the screen are different, and the actual names are different. So we are unable to recognize the actual persons. So that's why, if any woman is available, they can speak. We have Ishrat with us, I think so.
Yeah, there is a Ishrat. You can allow her and any of our member, because we will closing in next 10 minutes. If any of you, I can see plenty of face familiar. If you want to speak, just raise your hand or SMS me or Mariam Khan. Then we will give our final word and we will end this conference after, if any of you want to speak, but not from the Pakistan anymore. Thank you.
So I think so. We should take the closing remarks because people are not coming on the the mic now.
Let's give a Ishrat, then we will do the final word.
Okay.
And thank you. I just want to mention that Fahim, your offer is wonderful, and thank you Ali Abbas Shah Sahab for your all the media coverage from the Pakistan.
Yeah. And Sir Fahim, please kindly share your numbers as well with us. Share your contact number on the chat or WhatsApp with us as well.
In your number in a chat.
Okay.
And
so Ishrat, kindly unmute yourself.
Ishrat, our coordinator from Bangladesh and Sri.
Rana sir, your voice quality is very low.
Assalamu alaikum everyone and good evening. I'm Ishrat from Bangladesh. So I will not take much time. I need to word some important word. Like the situation is very tough and very much worse situation, and I am also in some trauma. So only for Bangladesh, one of the guy, he has contacted with Palestine embassy, and he has gone also Palestine embassy in Dhaka. So from the Palestine embassy, they have said that we need some emergency, like some medicine and some other needs. So he's trying to get some other emergency by telling all other people. So our country people are trying their best to send the emergency to the Palestinian people through embassy. So I request you all, some of the people, I think they have their own organizations, and also they are working some other like service, humanitarian service stuff. So I request you all, please, if you have your country Palestine embassy, please contact with them. They will share you whatever they need, the situation of the emergency needs. So I hope you will contact to the Palestine embassy. It is the easiest way to help our Palestinian people. Thank you. I just need to say this all.
Thank you so much, Ishrat. This is a wonderful suggestion and really a big step towards moving forward. And yes, everyone can contact if they to Palestine embassy to check the immediate need of the Palestinian Muslims. Thank you so much to the whole house.
There is a sorry before you hang. There is a one sister from Palestine. She raised the hand. So
So what's the name?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Shawqiya from Palestine. Good evening, all. Thank you for this conference, and we appreciate your emotions and your steps towards Palestine. Here, as a Palestinian, I want to ask a question. What crime do we as Palestinians commit to be treated as this from the protesters, from the occupation, from the terrorism of Israel? We are the owners of the land. How come they can dismiss us from our own lands? What do the children in Gaza and in Palestine overall, what do they commit to be killed, to be murdered while they are sleeping with their families? What do they commit? Is it fair to be treated like this? And at the same time, they pretended to be as innocent people while they are criminals. And they show us to the world, to the whole world, as we are the criminals. Please, please stand with us. Stand with the Palestinians. Protest with us. Save Al-Aqsa Mosque. Save Gaza. Save Palestine, because there are many crimes committed with our children, our families. I saw many children last day while they are sleeping with their families and they are addressing their Eid festivals. They are killed without any crime. They are killed in a very brutal way. What did they do? Please send these things into social media. Protest with us. Show our issue, our Palestinian issue, because it is our home. I want to ask you another question. If any person comes to your homes and ask you to go outside your home, what will you do? Will you stand still, or will you defend your home with your soul? What will you do? So please stop with us. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, you are very right. Your all sentences are really full of, pain and full of emotions. And yes, we can feel all these emotions wherever we are sitting, whatever we are doing. Yes, we can feel this pain, and that's why we are here to, talk about this pain, to remove this pain. And yes, we are in process of making life normal. Because Palestine's lives matter for us. This is our hashtag also. And we are following this hashtag from so long. And yes, we are focusing this hashtag in this protest also. So thank you so much. And all of we are with you and always pray for you, and always every single word will be for the support and safety for your country. Thank you so much. And I think so now we are moving towards our chairperson for the closing remarks. We have Dr. Tamara with us. And Dr. Tamara, now mic is over to you.
Yes, Mariam, as closing remarks for this conference, first of all, I would like to thank everyone who participated with us today in this preparation conference. This conference came as a process of preparation for our next steps, which I can summarize it in 3 steps. First one is our next conference on Friday, and the second step is the protest itself and how to put everything together and organize it. And the third step is the action itself, which will come up after the protest and after the opening the dialogues with the governments and with the policymakers, decision makers around the world. So we are here today having one message, one goal. I want everybody to know what's the goal of all our action, our conference and our protest is to create peace, to achieve peace. Our message is peaceful. All the peace, we want to bring it to Palestine. How? By opening a civilized dialogues with all policymakers and decision makers around the world through certain steps. We need to be organized. We need to have a very good plan. We need to be united. We need to present each other in a proper way in the protest, as I mentioned earlier, and everybody from our team knows that very well, and we mention it all today. It needs to be a peaceful protest, no aggression with any verbal or physical action. and to follow all the procedures that gonna be for all the protests around the world, whatever countries we're gonna choose, and no anti-states statements. We need to pass our message peacefully to the world, and then we're gonna take action, because any aggression is not gonna lead us to the point that we're looking for. So again, we need to follow the steps. We need to work in our plan to achieve all our goal, where we're